Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 26th Tech Talk voice communication person behind the brand. So, today we're going to talk about voice communication, about calling someone up. Why is it important? Why should we consider this channel, this way of communicating with users and customers? So, at 46 Elks, we have this habit of calling up new signups, calling up new customers. Why do we do that? Because we want to put the person behind 46 Elks, behind the brand. So if someone calls you up with his or her name and presents himself as a possible person that could help you out with some of the issues or some of the questions that you have, you'll feel somewhat better and feel as though someone is advocating your needs there. So that is the whole point of calling someone up. Voice is still the most powerful way we can communicate and a tool we can use to communicate with our end customers. We should use that in a way when it's fit, when we find it fit. So one way of having is in that we have a lot of channels in the whole world of messages and emails and video. We have basically this way of dealing with an issue that could be very specific. So yeah, I want to point out that one crucial benefit of voice communication is actually it's that it's used synchronously. So in some cases, asynchronous communication is preferred. So perhaps the customer does not want to talk to someone directly and they want to leave a message. So texting, SMS, email, etc., MMS is all viable in that situation. But still, synchronous conversations help us enable the opportunity to have more of an in-depth conversation that is actually more oriented to solving the problem right now. We all like it when we call someone up and basically that person is advocating within that company to solve our problem right away. So actually, all of those technologies that we have at place, like instant communication, stuff like that, instant messaging, can voice communication trumps that. So it is one crucial benefit of voice communication is actually that authentic feel that we have with the end customer. So again, different channels do the trick. So we have to ensure that one tool is being used in one way. So voice communication, solving problems to maybe say hi to a customer, etc. But despite its popularity, voice communication is not necessarily an alternative for text or email or messaging in general. Uh, Customers do prefer having different channels for their communication depending on the circumstances. So selecting the right one at the right time, depending on the person, depending on the business or the need. For this seamless communication, we can have it. So we should choose our way that we communicate with our clients. So I would like to point out one tool for ensuring scalability and growth is actually IVR, interactive voice response. So IVR is actually, we all had an encounter with IVR. It's when you call up a company and you get that message, for department that, press 1. For this department, press 2. And that is, simply put, it's an automated phone capability with a call routing capability that interacts with the caller and can gather information by giving them choices via menu or via voice recognition. That is something that is not commonly used, but it has its place. Then it performs different actions based on the caller's answers through the telephone keypad or again voice. The caller's preferences then decides the action of the IVR of the whole system, and it can provide information or issues that are again more complex can be routed to agent, a person that will handle your issues, that will handle the things that you're trying to solve. So overall, voice communication has tremendous value for businesses in almost every industry, and its capabilities are not used to its full potential and extent. This type of communication is the next step forward in the technology world, and voice will continue evolving in this way. So, yeah, voice communication, person behind the brand. So, it is about authenticity. It is, again, about having that approach where we present ourselves not as a brand, but as a person behind the brand that takes care of that, of its questions, problems, issues, whatever. So, yeah, uh, some of this talk was based on the Hubspot customer service survey. We can take a look at it a little bit to kind of reconfirm all of these stats. So, yeah. So, HubSpot is actually a very important part of communicating. So, their basically their bread and butter is communicating with clients. They have a lot of tools for social media management, etc. So they do a lot of research regarding customer service. So we see that a lot of people are using customer service in as a factor in deciding whether or not they will do business with a company. Uh, Investing in new customers is quite more expensive than retaining new old ones. Uh, 58 of US users will switch companies because of poor service, and another 89% will like to are more likely to make another purchase after a positive customer experience. So all of this leads us to a quite similar way of thinking. So if the customer service is good, and if you are able to route the possible issue to a person at the end, your employee, uh, the chances of the problem escalating lower. And obviously, customer service is quite important because all of the numbers are pointing out to it. So basically, we should all be aware of having different channels, having different approaches to different markets, to different types of clients, etc. So yeah, uh, feel free to check out our documentation about how to make a call, how to make IVR, how to build stuff using voice. So this is the link. I will also share it in the chat, so it is easier for you to kind of get to it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully, you will have a nice weekend. If you have any question about voice communication, about how to start building your voice capabilities in your company and in your services, please let us know. We will try to help you out. That's pretty much it. Stay tuned. We have some news about 46Elk's meetups. Bye. Hey there! Thank you for watching the Tech Talk. I would like to let you know about our cool meetup group called Startup Coffee Uppsala. Every first Tuesday of the month at 8 a.m., we kind of gather around and talk over coffee about interesting tech stuff. feel free to join. I'll leave the link to it into the description. Bye.